easy peasy. And he gets away from Clocky as well. Opportunity here from Infantella. Out goal! Out goal! And Barta!
And it's gone.
Yeah, there's no sugarcoating at this point. The league is gone, Mabaka Baka. You know, I actually had hope in us winning the league. And then Lucas Ribeiro went on and did this.
So numbers favouring Sundowns. Now, flag is in here, Reynes. Who's supporting? It's Ribeiro Costa! Oh my! Whoa!
This guy, man, Lucas Ribeiro. Oh. Yeah, and honestly, at this point, I'm just hoping that the Club World Cup comes around the corner soon, so that this guy puts on a clinic against Dortmund and them lot, and just gets transferred to maybe France or something. Because you know what this guy is doing to us. It's like, if you're an Arsenal fan, you know, in the past 2 seasons, especially last season when Kevin De Bruyne came back from injury and literally took City to another level. This is just what this guy does. Like, the pain this guy has put us through is not even Pirates, but just the whole of Soweto. This guy, every match against you know, whether it's Pirates, Chiefs, or any other, you know, tough team, they can give Sundowns a challenge. Even like Stellies, this guy always puts up a clinic, always. And honestly, we need to get this guy out of the PSL ASAP. Someone needs to come and get this guy, because he's abusing us at this point. What, like, how do you even, like, I don't even think that the touch was intentional. I refuse to believe that he meant that, honestly. The first touch was insane, but he made it seem as though that's what he wanted to do. And the finish, I mean, straight out of a futsal textbook. Absolute filth, man. Okay, enough about Ribeiro tormenting the PSL. Back to the league being gone. Mathematically, we still have a chance. 4 games in hand, 18-point gap from the top. But realistically, with the way Sundowns are going in, it's that what Sundowns did against Chiefs on Saturday is what champions do. You know, we don't necessarily have, because in the first 30 minutes of that match, Chiefs had chances where I felt like they should have scored, especially Mdusha Balala's chance in the first half. Man, you don't miss such chances against a quality team like Sundowns, and they'll punish you. And Ribeiro, he doesn't even have to be, you know, in fifth gear, but he'll still punish you when he gets the chance. And that's what champions do, honestly. And I don't think there's a team left that can really stop Sundowns. Honestly, who they can genuinely take points off of them. We probably thought the same about TS Galaxy, but TS Galaxy, realistically, the way they play, they are a well-coached team, organized, they can take points off Sundowns. As Pirates at this rate, I think probably I'll still back Pirates in a one-off game against Sundowns. I think with the right preparation, we can beat them, but it will be hard. You know, I don't really see Sundowns losing any more points. The thing that really shot us in the foot, or where we lost the league, in my opinion, is the transfer market, the January transfer window. How on earth do you want to compete with a points machine like Mamelodi Sundowns when they signed 3 players who all can walk into our first 11, and we don't sign anyone? Jaden Adams starts for Pirates. Keanu Cupido starts for, if everyone is fit, he does start alongside Olisanda. Same goes for Lucas Suarez, and we don't sign anyone, you know. And bear in mind that, guys, I don't want to come here and say, Tapelo Toki has been clumsy in the past couple of games. Mbata has been off. He scored an own goal. We've been missing in front of goal. All this and all that. I think our squad has probably reached its ceiling. Like, I don't think we can, with the current squad, I don't think we can get better. And that's not necessarily to say it's a bad thing. It's just to say that we'll need more help. We'll need more than the current squad to get to where we are, which is to challenge for the league title. Because when let's just be honest, we are relying on kids and players who are not season campaigners. Just take someone like Talent Mbata, for instance. This is Talent Mbata has probably played more games this season than he has in the previous 2 seasons, considering our crazy schedule. And compare him with the person who's playing in the same position at Sundowns, whether it's Teboho Mokoena or Marcelo Allende, seasoned campaigners, people who have experience at the highest level. These are AFCON bronze medalists that are carrying the team at Klokop. In Talent, as good as he is, he's not going to be at that same level, and eventually he's going to get worn out if he doesn't have help. Same goes with Rile Mofokeng. This is Mofokeng's, okay, it's his second full season, but it's his first season as a nailed on starter in the first team. He's not going to be able to do it on his own. I mean, we really have to change our strategy in terms of how we deal with transfers, because Sundowns, yes, they do have the financial muscle to basically get whoever they want, but we need to be more aggressive if in the transfer market if we are going to challenge Sundowns. And I won't really take anyone blaming the current players, for maybe messing up and all that, because I feel like these guys have reached their ceiling and there are still positives to be had in this season, especially particularly in the league, considering that this is by far Pirates' best start to a campaign in the PSL era, but Sundowns are still 18 points ahead of us. That just shows you the level at which these guys are operating at Klokop. And for us to be at that level, there's no way we are going to have to rely on our DDC, to be replacing maybe the players that we are trying to phase out, the guys or the team guys, the Erasmus the previous season, and all these guys. We are going to have to bring in quality, and also not necessarily dishing away the values of the club, which is to believe in youth, but we are going to have to bring in quality to set a standard and show the young ones the ropes, and also alleviate, when the young players are not performing well, you take them out of the spotlight and you let the older experienced guys take over. Look what's happening at Sundowns. Aseko Tiwani, he kind of started the season, then he dropped off a bit. Oprimo Diba comes in, Divine Lunga comes in, they stabilize things. Tiwani gets to learn from them, he maybe goes back to the TDC, plays a bit, and comes in and puts on a clinic against Chiefs. Same goes with the Letlaku guys, the Letlaku guys, okay, Siama Bena is injured. All these young players, they are going to have to be guided by experienced players who can show them the ropes. I think that, yeah, the January transfer window is basically where we lost it, in my opinion. We don't have. It's obvious that Rivero doesn't trust some of these players. That's why he probably keeps on playing, the same starting 11 over and over again. And for me, I don't think it's a wrong thing, because at the end of the day, he wants to win. Let's just be honest. He wants to win, and he's charged. He's paid to get Pirates victories. And to a certain point, I think we need to be more aggressive. We probably should have gotten players like Jaden Adams, also Napolis. These guys would have, imagine if we managed to have added at least one or two or both of those guys, it would have made a big difference at the end of the day. Let's just be honest. Yeah, at this point we're honestly becoming Netflix FC, but I think we are growing. We are growing, and there are other things to look forward to. I mean, we are still in the CAF Champions League in the quarterfinals, still in the Nedbank Cup, and in my opinion, the best we could hope for in the league is just to close that gap, unless something miraculous happens. I don't think there's no way Sundowns with their years of experience, there's no way they are letting go of top spot at this point with 10 games to go for them. It's not going to happen. I feel like the league is gone at this point, but we can still take positives out of out of out of out of out of the season so far in terms of the league. Um, just to touch on the win against the defeat against Marumo, I won't lie. The last time I felt such heartbroken by a defeat from a Pirates perspective was the Telecom knockout final against Baroka. Ish, that defeat was painful, like painful. And I'm not going to come here and bash on Pata scored an own goal, Tokyo. People like TP honestly have been clumsy, but I feel like, especially the two centre backs in the last couple of games, they've been exposed. And I know that it's ingrained in how we play to push fullbacks forward to give us numerical superiority in the last line of attack, but these guys are not getting cover. If I'm going to be honest, they are not getting cover, and I think teams have caught up with it, and that's something we'll have to look into, whether maybe because we push both of our sixes high up to join the attack also, or not really join but just support it, and sometimes they are too far away from the back line, and I think teams have caught up with it. And unless we maybe drop 1-6 to sit in between, to split the center backs, to just provide cover at least to a certain extent to to the defense. Or the thing is, if you do that, then you will have to be relying on your center backs, especially if they are being split, to defend in the wide areas. And I won't lie to you, Tapelo Toki, I don't know what happened to Toki, but I think he needs to sit a few games out, in my opinion, because he's really costing us. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll just leave it at that for today. Yeah, people are. It was a sad day in Orlando. Apparently, prices went up. It was a sad day, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far into the video, like, subscribe, and share the video. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.